Ready.
And I'm just now turning this on there. Hi, Bonnie. Bonnie's first.
What the hell? Oh, these are my scratched up ones.
Uh-oh. Hi, Bonnie. Are they gonna work?
Hi, Bonnie.
I probably have some more in that drawer. If you want to look. Oh wow, those are bad.
That's scratches.
That's okay. How you doing, Bonnie? Glad to see you. Oh, look at that hair.
Hi, Bonnie.
Duane.
I love you, Bonnie.
That's sweet. You're so sweet. Hey, Pamela and Lacey. Glad to see you guys are on here. Wish we could see your faces. I don't know how long we'll be. Hi, Diana. Bonnie's hanging in there. Don't get sick of me, right? Tell him.
Aw.
Oh, gosh. I feel like there's so much to talk about, but I don't have a whole lot of training to talk about tonight. So anyway, we've got a few topics we'll cover, and then please, if y'all have any questions or anything throughout, just throw up the questions on there on the board so we can go from there. And hey, Teresa, good to see you. Anyway, so we'll kind of do that, and we're coming into an extremely busy time for, well, for both of us, I guess. But as far as doing a lot of, I've got events, and I'm traveling doing some events this year, and so we were kind of talking about doing our trainings, or they're not really trainings. We just kind of come on here to say hi to everybody and try to help share something new and maybe give a little encouragement and whatever. But we think that it might be a little easier for us to have a scheduled, like we do now every Tuesday, and it's a lot going on, and there will be even more going on. Like in October, I don't have, the first Tuesday is the only Tuesday I've got that I'm even anywhere near home. So anyway, we thought about just doing it once a month, the first Tuesday of the month, just at least to the end of the year. And then we'll still pop on and do some Facebook Lives and stuff like that, and maybe get some people to volunteer to do some trainings with us, or to do the little Be Live where we can talk and ask questions and do stuff like that. But as far as our, in stone training.
Yeah, because it takes a lot of time for you to prepare and read and research, and
Yeah.
it takes away from other things that you're trying to do also.
Yeah.
And it actually limits you from doing your other things.
Well, and I'm about to come up to, it was my goal to kind of start to travel a little bit more and doing some parties away from home, and so now I'm going to be traveling. In October, I've got, I'm going all the way from the West Coast back down to Dallas, and I've got stuff going on all in between. So, anyway, don't worry, Bonnie, you won't have to have withdrawals, because we'll still jump on Facebook Live when we can. It just won't be as structured as what we typically like to do, because, I'm always wanting to try to bring you guys something new, maybe something that could be helpful in your business at the moment. And so what we'll do is just when something comes up, I may just pop on Facebook Live and share, or I may try to reach somebody and say, hey, let's get on and talk about how you're doing so good with recruiting. What is it you're doing? And let's talk together with everybody, and not have it at a specific 6 o'clock sign on. So, but we'll still do the once a month for sure. And that way I can just gather information through the month, and, I'm still doing some of these self-development things, which are really cool, and I'll be able to share some of that. But it would just be, because it does take me some time, and then I get stressed out when I don't have really good information to give to you guys. So this would be great, as long as you guys are okay with it. And then we'll revisit it come December and the first of the year, of course, after the holidays. But that would be fantastic if we can do that, if y'all are okay with that. Let's see, who did we miss? We got, let's see, Teresa. Susie Johnson said hello. Hello, Susie. Hi, Linda Royer. Happy birthday. It's Linda's birthday.
Hey, Linda, happy birthday.
Too bad we're not taking you to dinner over at that little cafe. What was it called again? Mama's Cat. What was it called? The one we have the cookbook to that I don't know how to cook anything out of. Hi,
Hey,
Paula.
where's the cookie
It's
mug? I couldn't find
downstairs.
it.
Lacey. Oh, y'all are so sweet. I'm sorry you had trouble signing on, Cindy, but you got here, right?
Wow, Christy made it after those 2 bottles.
Oh my, stop.
Yeah.
Christy, bless your heart. We're going to
Right.
talk a little bit about how all of that has impacted us. Just a little bit. We're not going to go into it because I know you guys have all been on Facebook, and Facebook, it just becomes overwhelming after a while. But as you guys have been watching the news, I'm sure, now we've got Irma heading to Florida. So Christy's doing good to only have 1 glass so far. Yikes.
Mary Max.
Mary Max, that was it. Mary Max. Thank you, Linda. Cindy, I don't know. I think there was a post this morning, and I don't even know what the, I think in one day, what was it, 30,000 maybe? Was it 30,000 as of this morning? So, and we have...
Did you place our orders?
I did. Well, they weren't our orders. They were customers. Actually, did you want me to get some for us? Because I can.
No, I meant for the people that we need to get them for.
We're doing some other things with some Pink Zebra consultants and whatnot locally, and so we're going to do that too. But we'll place we'll place some orders. We'll make sure we got something in there as well. Yes, and the fires in Montana, right? And I have my sister and her family that live in Kalispell, so they're down in the valley, and apparently the fires are all up around them. She says they're safe, but that's just crazy to me. So 30,000 as of this morning. That's kind of what the number I was thinking. And I think we will. Hey, Jessica. I think we can definitely hit 135,000 meals.
How long we have to do this?
10 days. We have until the 13th. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. How's everybody?
So 30,000 mils, so that's 10,000 jars.
Is that the math? Don't ask me a math problem. Math.
Well, doesn't 1 jar 3 mils?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, honey.
Okay, honey, I love you.
Okay. Sorry about that. Put you on the spot. The math question.
I hate math. Me and math. And the weird thing is, Drew absolutely is he's great at math. So, yeah, we can totally do it. So Christy says she sold 42 jars so far.
Wow.
That's awesome. Yeah, we haven't had a whole lot of orders. I will focus on that again. And in fact, I'm doing a kind of cool thing. So I'm doing a Facebook Live party tomorrow night, but the hostess is coming to my house, so we're going to do it together. She's not a consultant, but she's coming here, and we're going to do the party together. But it'll be a Facebook Live in her group. So anyway, it should be fun, but I'm definitely pushing it there as well. So hopefully we can get some more sold. So 45,000 jars.
45,000 jars is what we're shooting for. And we're at 10,000.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Oh, we can totally do this, right? Yeah, we've still got,
We might be a
we have
J.J.
until the
Watt at
13th.
this.
I know, right? Wouldn't that be something?
Yep. His goal keeps going up.
J.J. Watt, yeah, y'all would
Was
probably...
18 million or something?
Yeah,
I don't know. It keeps going up.
He's incredible, and I love the fact that he has challenged all of the other people that have weight with their name. And what's that funny guy that I like so much?
There's a funny guy that you like so much.
Yeah, he's the short little guy. He's kind of short, and he makes fun of himself. Somebody's gonna tell me his name. Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart. Yeah, he challenged Kevin Hart, and Kevin Hart said, "Yeah, okay, you know." And then he challenged a few other people, and it just keeps growing and growing. It's pretty awesome. So,
Well, I have not heard anything
hey,
about
Crystal,
Bill or Hillary.
stop. We're not talking politics. You
We're not talking.
doofus.
We're talking about donating money.
Oh my God! Why do you always have to go there?
There's this guy that donated $1 million, and he doesn't even take a salary. I'm just saying.
Y'all, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just sorry.
Just saying.
Mall Cop. Is that
What?
no? You're okay. So I know who you're talking about too, and he has a TV show. And Leah Remini is on his show. I think if it's that guy that you're talking about, I love him. So anyway, some amazing donations to Houston and all that kind of stuff. So it's been incredible. But we can do this. We can do this for the food bank and all the 29 counties because, we always say Houston, but I think everybody knows, well, not everybody knows we mean it, but when we say Houston, we mean Houston and the surrounding areas. It's kind of like we just need to say Texas. But anyway, so this food bank thing is pretty awesome. Anybody who is local to me, there's a good handful of people that are Pink Zebra consultants that did lose everything, and one of them was a brand new zebra who just got her kit. So I have got some things that are from the current catalog. I was actually, some of them I'm going to take to my event on Saturday, but the rest of it, whatever I don't sell, I'm going to give to them. And then I have a few other zebras that are bringing things over, and it's, you know, new stuff, not old stuff, but just new stuff that they can either turn around and sell it and maybe earn a little extra money, or that they can just use because maybe they just want a sense of normalcy in their home. So anyway, so we're just trying to help some of our peeps out like that. So if anybody has anything, or if you're local especially, it would be super easy. But if not, you know, don't worry about it if you're not local, because that's hard to ship all that kind of stuff. And then what was the other thing? Oh, and then the school supplies. We've had several of you that have asked what the city needs, and school supplies is what I keep hearing because of the children. So anyway, and now we have Kevin James. I love Kevin James. Yes, he's funny. Duane needs that beer. Remember, Crystal's going to buy you a beer.
That's who that is?
That's who that is. I know it says Pink Zebra Independent Consultant, but I knew it was you, Crystal. I could tell from the background picture.
Yeah, we actually went and picked up some school supplies. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Yesterday. And we went to deliver them, but there was no one there.
Yeah, it was the craziest thing. They had this drive. I guess they called it a drive,
yeah.
And it was at exactly that time in the morning.
At 10
it wasn't
o'clock.
Like
it wasn't
10:30
like
or
10
11.
to 2. It was at 10 o'clock.
That's okay because we have got a ton of other people. Mom's got her friend, and then I have a good friend in Baytown, and they've all been relocated to different schools. But yeah, it's hard. The drop-off part is the hard part. So anyway, what I saw up here, Lacey said Paisley asked you to change the name when you said Houston. So did she ask you to change it to and surrounding areas, or I'm just curious what she asked you to change it to make sure we're all doing it the right way?
Well, people in Rockport are saying that they're getting forgotten because Houston's getting all the attention.
Well, and they are devastated. I mean, they truly are devastated.
They got the main part of the storm, so it wiped out their whole town basically.
Yeah, it's
but
really.
Houston is millions of people, so they get all the TV stuff.
Right. But anyway, so we'll be helping with that forever and ever. Oh, food banks in Texas. Yes. Okay, that makes sense. Hello, Angela's on. How you doing? We are high and dry here.
Angela who?
Angela who? So anyway, okay, good news about the fundraiser, and I'm hoping you guys are getting good traction. Port Arthur too. Yes, definitely. Yeah. And is it Port Aransas?
Port A.
Port A.
Port Aransas.
Okay.
Or
yeah.
Aransas? Aransas.
I don't know. I can't remember. I think that's two different places. So, hey,
yeah,
Julia.
That's Aransas.
Anyway, so I'm just curious if y'all are getting good traction from this. I mean, are people real receptive to wanting to give and be a part of the fundraiser? I'm just curious how that's going for everybody. And now again, like I said, with Irma coming, we are on the watch for that. And we have so many consultants that live in the...
They're already evacuating Florida.
Are they really?
Yep, it was on the news.
Christy, get those kids home.
Evacuating Florida.
Tell them I said. Seriously, though, it's so scary. And we have so many people in Florida with Pink Zebra. So we're just going to continue to hold tight and pray for everybody. So... but put the bait in the water, but not the bites. There you go. Put the bait in the water, but not the bites. I haven't heard that. That's good.
No bites.
No bites. Not the bites. I gotcha. But that's okay when you get your jars. 87 people let me post about it on their... Wow! That's really nice. Okay. Crystal
D-bag.
sold...
Hang on a second. What's a D-bag?
Well, I'm assuming she meant Facebook wall, right?
I thought on their D-bag wall. That's kind of hilarious.
That's a autocorrect.
That's an autocorrect?
I'm
They
assuming.
corrected D-bag?
I don't know, honey. I don't know. Lisa sold 14 jars. Awesome. Yeah, see, she said, OMG, Facebook. Can you send me what you sent them? Yeah, that's pretty cool that you did that and that they're letting you post on their wall. That's very, very cool. Didn't mean D-bag. It's okay. He's been called worse. I'm just teasing. Okay, let's see what else. So somebody mentioned something about Colby's webinars, and they are not until next week. So I think that the calendar that they gave us out at Reunion had his webinar tonight, and then, excuse me, and the national webinar tomorrow, but it's not until next Tuesday for the leaders, and then Wednesday for the national webinar. So just so y'all know
So the
that,
calendar
mark your calendars.
that they had was wrong, or they changed it up?
Yeah, I think it was a misprint, I think. I'm posting on my personal page. I hardly ever do that. It's bringing people that have never ordered before. Well, good. That's good. I love to hear that. That's excellent. Okay, let's see. Let's talk about, okay, so did y'all watch Karen's training last week when she was nice enough to volunteer to do the meeting?
No, I missed it.
You really should watch it. It's got some really good information. What I loved about it, and I watched some of it and then I watched the rest of it early today. What I loved about it was she got very specific about the pieces that she uses, where she got those things. I mean, I thought, wow, I mean, she was very specific. It was really good information. She talked about the baggies and the 4 mil and how they're thicker, and the sleeves, and Staples has the business card clear holder page. I mean, just, she basically, I think she just basically told us exactly how to set it all up once you have booked the party. So anyway, hopefully you guys, if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you go back and watch it. I was talking to a girl today that was doing her first party, and she wasn't sure what to do, and I asked her if she watched that, and she said, well, no, not yet. And I said, well, that's the first thing I would do, because she's got some really good information. It's very detailed, and she gives us papers to, like I printed these off because I'm going to redo them and put my name on them and such. But this, thanks for booking the online party if you're doing an online party. And then here's one for Let's Party Pink Zebra Style, and it's something you can send them right away after everything's been booked. And then, of course, you use your hostess packet. Just tons of good information. I loved it all. I kind of do little hits and miss of some of the stuff she talked about, but she was so detailed. I got a lot of good information, and I love the folder, and then how she had the clear little business card holders, and then she had 20 cents in those. I just thought that was really, really cool. So
20 cents.
20 cents.
Oh.
Yeah, scent, like fragrance.
Now this is a big thing?
Bonnie can hear Bucky.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So it's a what now?
How does it hold 20 cents?
Okay, so
Is it a big thing with pockets?
Yeah. It's like a big clear sheet that you attach on the side, and then it's got 20 little pockets. And you get the little baggies, and you put the label on the baggie, and you put it in the little. You really should watch the video. It's really good information.
I don't need to watch the video. I have you. I have you, honey. Right? We have you.
Like baseball. Yeah, exactly like that. Yes, I'm talking about the training when we were out of town. It was Karen Esposito, and then Nikki Stromecki, who books tons of parties. In fact, she's won a lot of the Paisley Awards based on her sales and parties. So she definitely was a good one to be interviewing during that. So definitely check that out, because it was very detailed. And you guys, it'll give you some really clear set steps to take to get yourself organized before you even go to the party. So for that, or have the party online if that's what you're doing. So that I thought was really, really cool. One of the things that I thought we would add a little bit is, anybody that knows, I love to party on a go, but I also love the live party. And my main reason for it is just because I love just getting in face to face with people and letting them smell the scents and whatnot. And what we've talked about in extenuation from Karen's training was when you're doing a home party, just to make sure that you keep it as simple as you can. When you're going there, like maybe try to make 1 to 2 trips at the most to get into the house, because I literally had the 2, well, now I have the 2 pull bags, but before I used the 31 bags until I had those, but I just fill those with what I need and then go into the home and use the hostess's house and how they have it decorated to put out a couple of the accent shades. We keeping you up there?
Well, I ate too much while ago. Now I'm sleepy.
At least you're honest. Anyway, but I try to keep it as simple as I can, and I try to just really engage with the people. And we still, we were hoping to have our little team meeting where we did a mock Facebook party, and because of the storm or the hurricane that came through, we had to cancel that. So maybe we can try to reschedule that, because that would be really cool to still see that live. So we worked on that. So it would be nice to kind of make that happen. So we'll have to. Why did it get so hot in here all of a sudden? I think I must have turned the air down.
You need a fan in here.
Let's see what else. Post on my page. Yeah, less is more. Exactly. I always like to make sure that they see how easy it is. I try to make it look like it's just so easy. Because anybody could do this. Yeah, wouldn't you love to do this? Because this is so easy. It's just, roll a couple of my bags in and set myself up. And I only bring a couple of jars of sprinkles. Everything else is the little, what are they called? The little scoops. Yeah, the little scoops. And then if I'm going to do, sometimes I will do like a little small setup of a candle bar to where I'll let whoever spent at least $50 make a candle to take home. And I mean, but still I'm only taking 6 cartons in. I don't take a ton of stuff. I take as little as I possibly can get away with, just so that they can, see a little bit of everything, but it's not too much stuff. So, excuse me while I turn the air down, because I am burning up.
It is pretty warm in here.
I know. Sorry about that. Talk amongst yourselves. No, talk to everybody, honey. Tell them what's been going on. Here we go. That'll help a little bit. Hopefully it'll get there and kicked on. Yay. I love that. Don't you just love all these apps? That was an app that we got on the phone just, last year, to where we can turn the air conditioner down. We can set the home alarm if we forget. I love all that stuff. I am not good at making candles. Well, are you talking about our candles? Because I have found that I have to make sure that I'm not underneath a fan or a vent that's blowing directly down when I've lit it, because otherwise it seems like it wants to tunnel. But I've gotten to where I'm better at it. I used to try to pack them in really good, and now I don't do that so much. I just kind of tap the top just to pack it down just a little bit, and then make sure I've cut the wick to where it's just, up just a little bit. But that's it, and they tend to do a whole lot better. And then don't blow them out until it has completely turned into liquid all the way across, because the candle has a memory, and if you blow it out before you have that happen, when you light it.
What?
Okay, so the candle wick has a memory, or the candle, whatever it is, has a memory to where when you light it again, if it hasn't solidified, gone all the way across with the liquid, you know what I'm talking about?
I have no clue. I didn't know candle wicks had memories.
Well, they do if you light them again when you've blown them out. Okay, in the bathroom is a perfect example. I didn't make that candle, actually. I got that candle in a little gift bag. And every time I light it, I don't have it lit for more than a couple of minutes, and I blow it out. So that wick has just worked its way straight down. It's not ever melting around the outside of that. So that's what the memory is. So Christy says the wick and the memory are key. Yeah, see? Your candle bar, are those like party gifts, or do you sell those? Well, okay, so I've never sold them. I've always just given them as a gift for anybody that buys at least $50 worth of product, and I've always just done the little ones. What I loved back in the day when we had the martini glasses, you know, we could do a martini theme. We had the little Irish coffee looking mugs, so you could do like a morning thing. I would use those as my little giveaway because it went with the theme of the party, but we don't have all those anymore, so now I just do the little bitty, you know, the little bitty ones. It's just a cost of business for me. You could sell them. Absolutely, you could sell them. So, anyway, that's just that. Let's see, what else? So, yeah, I talked about, I try to just make 1 or 2 trips. I try to use the customer's home. Try to get it, if you can, if you know them already, then this is great. But if you don't know them, and you can actually go visit them before your actual party so that you know what kind of shades would look good with their, you know, because we have some rustic ones. I mean, we have some really cool shades. Otherwise, if it's the holidays, you can just take any of the holidays and blend them in anywhere. But I always try to kind of make it look like it's part of their decor so that way when I'm pointing out, you know, the shades, the accent shades around the room, I can say, well, that's one of our accent shades and that's one of our accent shades. And people are usually like, oh, wow, okay, that's really cool.
You send my shade into the suggestion box?
No, I mean, it didn't. Really?
Really? Okay.
You want to tell everybody what you wanted to send in?
No.
Okay, why?
Because what important?
Okay. So anyway, let's see what else. Make 1 to 2 trips, that kind of thing. Anyway, we'll try to do a party because there's so many things. Even Karen, I could tell she was like trying to figure out what all to talk about because there's so much to talk about. So many options. I mean, keep it simple, but there's just so many options and you can do so many things the way you want to do it. Some people want to play games, some people don't want to play games. I mean, there's just so many different ways that you can do things. So, anyway. So how many of you guys like to do, like to do what?
I've never played beer pong, but that sounds like fun. That kind of games?
How does that correlate with Pink Zebra, do you think?
You could put sprinkles in the jars and throw the ping pong ball at it.
They'll let it spill all over the place?
I don't know. I've never played. Is that what happens? The beer spills all over the place?
Actually, no. The beer cup is empty. You drink the beer. You drink a beer.
Okay. Well honey, don't be so tongue.
Oh, Duane. Exactly. Christy's like, oh, Duane. Oh, Duane. Anyway, so do y'all still do events? Because that's what's coming up for me. I have my little Facebook party tonight, and then I have a big event this weekend, which actually I'm kind of surprised they didn't cancel it because it's actually in a building that has been used for a shelter up until Friday morning, I guess. I don't know how that's going to work. But anyway.
It's still a shelter now?
From what I understand, it will be until Friday morning. I don't see how that's going to work. And we move in at 2:30.
Ooh.
I know. But it's for a...
Well, Gallery Furniture's open. And they had evacuees. Apparently there must be taking these people somewhere. Plus a lot of people are getting hotel vouchers.
Well, that's true, too.
So they're getting them out of the shelters and getting them into hotels.
That's true. So anyway, so it's a big event, and it's a, it's called Shop Till You Drop, and I'm looking forward to it, except I didn't get to order some of the things that I had hoped to order, because I want to do a big jar bar, but it'll all work out. I'm not worried about it. I still have stuff that I can use, but anyway, but what I went into the back office, because I've always used their guest care cards in the back office. And they've changed. Has anybody noticed that they've changed? So the one that we used to have just had the little boxes that you could check off. I want to learn more about the business opportunity. I want to host a party. I want to receive a catalog. I want to receive fundraiser information. And then it says, who do you know who needs to learn more? Well, then, so it's changed, and I'm sure that this is fine. It's just when I'm reading it, I'm like, So it says, you know, how interested are you in the following? Hosting a friend's night out where you'd be spoiled and have a great time and get a free shopping spree. And then you choose between 10 being very interested and 1 being not interested. So you choose somewhere in there. And then the next one was learning more about how my opportunity can change your life. Very interested or not interested. So they choose between 1 to 4 or 1 to 10. I mean, I don't. Have y'all seen this?
How will they be spoiled? That's your job?
Yeah.
To spoil them?
Right. Yeah, to have fun. And then the third one was, if your host were starting the business, would you be interested in hosting a party for her? And the answer is yes or no. Well, then under that it says, be an angel. Who do you know who needs to learn more? I don't know why, I just find that so funny. You just be an angel.
Honey.
Be an angel. Who do you know who? Anyway, I don't know. Have y'all? If I'm going to pick a 1, I'm not going to fill it out to start with. Right. Exactly. So anyway, now I got to go see if I can find some of the old ones, or maybe just make up my own, because I'm not wild about this. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too picky, or maybe I'm just hormonal today. But I pulled these up and I'm like, no. What happened to my great guest cards in the back office? I mean, these are great. I'm sure somebody, you know, but I don't like giving them that many, like not a 1 to a 10, because then it's like, well, okay, so you picked a 4. What do I do with that? Do I call them? Do I go, hey, you kind of want more information? I don't know. I'm being silly, I'm sure. Bonnie has one in October and November. It's about 150 miles away. Wow. Yeah, because people take your local ones. You know, guys, I got to tell you, if anybody ever wants to come to Houston, I can pile you up with some shows. We have so many shows here. We can't find, I mean, I can't seem to find enough people to work them. So, and I know some of them are costly, and that may be why, but if anybody wants to come to Houston, let me know. Cindy has 4 events coming up. Sip and Shop. I love Sip and Shops. Those are fun. If I'm going to pick one, yeah, okay. I like the old ones better, right? Me too. Okay, so you have used something like this, Linda, that has the scale of 1 to 10, and it works good for you. Because if it does, then I'm going to try it. If all I need is for somebody to tell me they like it, I'll give it a whirl. I'm always open. I was just a little disappointed that the old ones weren't there. But if somebody tells me it works, then I'm going to try it. Julia has 2 events and a party starting next week. Awesome. Oh, your questions are better. Well, maybe send me yours and I'll make copies of yours if you'll let me copy. Because, yeah, this to me, y'all, and Duane will tell you, since the beginning, when we've done events, it was never to make money at the event. Well, in the beginning we thought we would, but we learned really quick. That is not why we're there. Are you listening?
I've all of a sudden gotten real sleepy.
I'm sorry. Try sitting up, maybe.
No.
Come on.
Keep going.
We'll go on downstairs then. I'll just finish it up by myself, I guess.
Okay.
For real?
You can argue with you? No, I'm staying here. No, I'm not going downstairs.
So anyway, we just decided that the biggest thing for events is to get people to hopefully fill this out, and then the follow-up. Follow-up is, fortune is in the follow-up. Emily always says that. Well, I know she heard it from Mary or Belinda or somebody but I always hear her repeat it, so that's why I always remember it too. But yeah, if you can get them to fill out those cards so that you have something to follow up with, that's fantastic. And there's a lot of times at these events that we'll talk to people and they're interested in, they like the home decor, but maybe they're just not real sure they want to spend that kind of money. And so what a great opportunity for them to have a party and earn it for free, right? I mean, that's the best thing. So, but if you don't follow up with them, it doesn't do any good to have these at all. So, trunk party at a retail location scheduled in October. That's awesome. One event in November, closing 2 party on the goes this week. love Party on the Go's. They are the best. So we've got, okay, so we got that this Saturday. And then in a couple of weeks, I've got another little thing where I'm going to kind of what Julia, I guess, is talking about, where I go to another little area and she says, poor guy is tired after working today. Did you work hard today? I'm sorry. I know. He does. He works hard every day.
Actually, I got up really early this morning for some reason. I guess I was excited about going back to work.
I can't imagine.
The excitement of working.
I know. Oh, I know. I wish that we could talk because I'm curious if anyone, do y'all, okay, so you know how we have these bundles. I love these bundles. I'm using these bundles in the party for tomorrow. I'm curious though, and we may have talked about this before and I just don't remember, but do you ever put bundles together at your events? If you're doing an event, do you put bundles together to say, you know, this bundle, anything in this area here is this much? Or I'm just curious how people do that because I would love to be able to set up some bundles because I know that's always, I mean, I'll bundle the shade and the base, and I know I'm not using the proper terminology, but just to make it quick, I will bundle the accent shade with the simmering light base and warming shade. I'll bundle those things so that it doesn't look like a bunch of different prices. But I'm just curious if anybody bundles more than that when you're at an event, and if so, do you do a little sign, or how do you do that? I would love to know that because that was one of the things I thought about trying to get done before Saturday, just for a few items maybe. He was tired of the honeydews. You don't even have...
Oh, I had a list of things I was trying to get done.
Did you hear that? You caught that, right? A list of things you were trying to get done. Oh, that's funny. Oh, okay, Lacey. See you later. You show an example of the bundles. Okay, well, maybe that's what I can do and not spend a whole lot of time with that then. That's probably a really good idea. Does anybody on here use Red Stamp for, I think Karen mentioned it, and Nikki Stromecki even mentioned it, and I've not used Red Stamp, but I keep hearing about it lately. I need to kind of look into that. In fact, I want to take a class at the college up here on some different marketing things because I feel like I'm missing the boat on some of the marketing stuff. Even some of these trainers, even I don't feel like have a whole lot of updated information. Some of the people that I'm watching online and stuff, I don't feel like they have a ton of updated information. Go ahead, Bonnie, ask away. Bonnie has a question. And the other thing that would help a whole lot too while we're waiting, oh, there she goes. If we make an envelope out of the old catalogs, are they actually mailable or does that have to be in another envelope? Somebody else may have to answer that question because I don't know. But you know what? They have envelopes that are clear, but that's not going to help you.
If you put a stamp on it and a tag where you can write
maybe a white tag or something.
Huh, that's a good question. Does it have to be a white or manila?
Yeah. Okay.
Huh.
Looky there, her husband finished remodeling their bathroom.
Oh, now he needs something else to do? We're remodeling a bathroom.
So is Red Stamp is it an app? I just wrote down, check out Red Stamp. I haven't even looked into it at all yet. So somebody, is it an app? Is that what that is? I don't even know. We can put a label and stamp, but you won't be able to see the cancellation. Oh. Yeah, see, I don't know either, Bonnie. I'm trying to find out, and then I'll be sure to share. I will definitely be sure to share.
What's red stamp?
That's what I'm trying to find out. I think it has something to do with texting.
Christy said it's super easy peasy.
Mm-hmm. So you make an image and then you oh, okay. Well, it's probably similar to a couple of these other things that I have. It just happens to be what it's called. But there's a couple things that, like, there's a picture and you. Okay, here it is. This is the description. Have U.S. snail mail fresh, modern, expertly designed and printed invitations, announcement cards to you or directly to your list in mere minutes. It's an app. Okay. Okay. Well, so I've kind of done that. I have a different app called Canva. Is it Canva or SparkPost? Anyway, I've got all these different things. I just have to figure out how to use them all. I've used them a little bit, but not enough, so I need to do that. But see, like this one, you can pick a picture, and then I could put on there, like, a date of a party or something like that. So that's kind of a cool idea.
Oh, yeah? Like a picture of that pie?
Yeah. No, they all went away, so... Anyway, anyway, I didn't have a whole lot. Like I said, I've been just busy trying to get the calendar back in order and getting some things done, and finally got the drawings done today. So you guys have probably all seen that. What else? That's really about it. Just lots going on, and I hope everybody is able to. I hope you're having, like, the parties that we booked during the Blitz. I hope that those are actually coming to fruition. That's always the good thing when they actually happen, after people say, yeah, that they'll have a party. I know there's some people out there that they have a ton of parties that were booked during the Blitz, so I'm hoping that they all come to fruition and that we have just a really awesome month. That would be really good for Pink Zebra all the way around, for everybody. It would be really awesome. They're strict for some reason. Yeah, this shop till you drop is really strict as well, so just kind of learning as we go on that one. Do y'all do percent events or a set fee? Are you talking about when you're selling the products? I sell it for whatever. I know a lot of people mark them up, and that's fine. That's great. I don't do that, only because sometimes I see my customers at these events. In fact, quite often I do. And I don't ever want them to see me marking something up now that we get free shipping. So what I do is I charge whatever's in the catalog, and then I charge tax. So even on jars, y'all, I'm sorry, I charge $9 and then tax on top of that. So I know a lot of people charge $10, and that's great. I don't have anything negative to say about that. I just won't do it because I'm too afraid that my customers are gonna see that, and I just don't want them to ever. I've heard people say, why are they charging me more than what's in the catalog? And I get it. You can say, well, because you're having to have it shipped and blah, 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 and you're not paying shipping. But I just prefer to not. I just prefer to not deal with that, so I just charge whatever's in the catalog price and then tax on top of it. They have called off the consultant and leader webinar events for this month due to the storm. No, they're next week. So, Julia, Tuesday is the leaders webinar, and Wednesday is the national webinar, and it will be coming out, I'm pretty sure in the next couple of days it'll be announced. But no, Colby just said something about that today. So it's all being pushed back to next week. So you're good. We will have one. It's imperative that we have one. Hey, Hillary. It's okay. You can always watch it, the playback, if you want to. We've kind of just been kind of covering some miscellaneous things, but don't have a whole lot more going on. Duane's ready to go to sleep. He's tired.
Well, even at our events, we also are just trying to get the product out. We're just trying to put product in people's hands so they can take it home and use it and share it and get it out there. So we're more into moving product and getting it in people, getting it into their homes, and
then hopefully having repeat.
Hopefully they'll come back and buy and reorder, and hopefully their friends and family will order from us as well.
Well, and that's the big thing about these cards. This is why it's so important to me to have these cards, is because Even if they just buy one jar, I want their information, and then if I can grab it and on the back of this card jot down what fragrance they got, when I follow up with them I can say, you know, hey Jennifer, just wanting to check in, how did you love that farmhouse cider, let me know when you start to run out, you know.
Bonnie says they want 15% of her 25%.
What?
That's crazy.
Who does?
Fort Knox.
Well, is it a some kind of a charity event maybe? Yeah, Julia, I totally understand. Like I said, I don't have, I mean, it's fine. Everybody's able to do whatever they want. I mean, you can charge what you want for all of it. And I totally get it as far as the cash and all that kind of stuff. I've had people say it, and I just don't want to, I just would prefer to keep it like it is. So, but everybody, that's what I love, is we can do whatever works for us, you know.
Deborah Lovell forgot.
It's okay, Deborah, we'll forgive you. I'm going to do a couple to get my, yes, absolutely, Bonnie. I'm telling you, when I first started doing this and we started going to these events, people were looking away from us. They didn't want to make eye contact because they didn't know what Pink Zebra was, and they hadn't heard about us. It was awful. But after a while, I mean, when I say a while, I'm talking a couple of years probably. It was finally to the point where now when we're at an event, people come in and go, oh, yay, somebody from Pink Zebra, or oh, yay, we're so glad you came back, or it's, I mean, thank goodness, because boy,
just be nice to people.
Yeah, when
be friendly.
Yeah,
and compliment their necklace or hair or the jacket they're wearing, right, honey?
Yes, I always compliment the ladies.
They'll be
But I'm
40 feet
sincere.
away. Oh, I love your dress.
I'm
It's like, who are you
sincere.
talking to? That lady way over there.
But I'm sincere about it. I see something and then I go, oh, I love that. And then I say, I love your boots.
Yeah.
Love your, and then I'll, honey, look at her boots.
Yeah.
But hey, they'll stop and give me a minute of their time before they would have kept on walking and not even looked my direction.
Yeah.
So it pays off just to be friendly. And we've been to events. In fact, we went to the home show last year, remember? And the one, our competitor was set up right at the door. They had the best location ever. And we walked right up to the table. I purposely did not wear anything with Pink Zebra on it. Purposely. Walked right up to the table. We were kind of looking at some things, and the two people behind the table never once said
They didn't
hello.
even hardly even look at us. They just sat over there. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
How do y'all sell anything if y'all
Well, I
talk
don't think
to
they
your
do.
customers?
And we were standing there acting like we were looking at something.
Maybe they knew who we were,
How?
honey.
Because we're just famous like that?
We're on television.
This is not television,
It looks
honey.
like TV.
It's YouTube and it's our private channel. So or it's not
Oh.
private, but whatever. Nobody's
Yeah.
watching us.
They are.
Anyway,
They're watching us, honey.
it was really horrible. And I mean, we watched as we walked away and other people walking up. They weren't talking to anybody. It's like, how on earth? So basically, message to us is just don't sit behind no matter what, we are always talking to people. We may sit down for a minute to rest our feet, but we're still talking to people as they walk up. Because you just can't not. And that's the best and fastest way you're going to build a base
just
of
say hello
customers.
to people. Hello,
Mhm.
how are you? How's your day? Good
Yeah.
afternoon. Good morning. Something.
Right. And just try to make conversation with them when they're standing there, when they're looking at something. If they've got a child with them and the child's interested in the fragrances, maybe ask the child, well, what's your favorite? What do you like? I mean, make some kind of a connection. You can do this. I mean, that's what humans do is we connect with each other. So, let's see. They approached me and said they had a place where I could get more traffic. They wanted you. Yeah, they probably did. I have to use their tablet too. I'm going to do them. Oh, so they want you. If you're having to use their tablet, does that mean they want you to put all your contact information into their stuff? I talk to everyone. Yeah, right before. I've always talked to people. I mean, I do. They think I'm weird because I'll talk to just random people. If somebody is pretty or okay, everybody's pretty, but if somebody has on something really pretty, or if somebody's hair is just really just killing it that day, I will comment on it because I just like to compliment people.
So that Knox thing, they only make 15%, or is it a fee plus 15%?
Oh, I don't know, Monty. Is there a fee plus 15%?
I would tell everybody, call me later. Message me later. Yeah. Send me an email. Let's order it online right now. We don't even have to fill out this paperwork.
Yeah.
We'll just do it on my phone and order it and ship it to your house.
Right. Cindy says, yep, that's me. Gotta finish papers, then finalize it. No, just the 15%. So they're not charging you a fee. So where, like, for example, this event I'm doing this weekend, because it's such a big traffic event, was $250. So would I rather just do 15% on what I sell? I probably would, because I probably wouldn't do quite $250 necessarily.
That's profit. So you'd have to sell $1,000 worth of product to make $250.
Right.
So you probably won't make that. So 15% would be $150 if you made $1,000.
So maybe it's not a bad thing, Bonnie, as long as they're not charging you for the event.
Yeah.
And Deborah says she never lets anybody walk by her booth without. Honey, I don't doubt that for a minute. I know you. The minute they walk in the room, you're saying hello to them and giving them all kinds of loving, because that's just how you are. You're sweet. No, absolutely though. I mean, and when you're having fun and you're excited to be there and you're happy when somebody walks up and you want to talk to them, they'll feel the energy. If you're like, oh God, here comes somebody.
The people that don't get out of their chair.
Yeah.
It's like, what'd you even show up for if you're just going to sit in that chair?
Right.
And not talk to people.
Right.
Then, I didn't have any sales.
Or if somebody tries to say something to you and you go, like.
And don't sit there and stare at your phone the whole time like I know some people do. Oh, hang on. Sorry.
The big question, are they wanting 50% of your profits? No, she said 15% of her 25%. The one event I just reached out to, they want 550. Woo! Those are expensive events. Yeah, 550 and 750. They need to show you proof of how many people they have running through those things, so that you know that you're going to even break even. Again, we don't believe that you're going to break even at most events, and the whole purpose for them really is these guest cards and following up with these guest cards, but you do want to sell some, and you certainly, if you're spending $750,
there better be a lot of folks coming through that thing.
So let me just say, we did an event a couple of months ago.
Is this what we're talking about? We did the
yes,
George R. Brown?
NRG. And it was $1,000 for the event. Granted, we didn't pay for this. This was somebody else that had paid for the event ahead of time. They bought a few in bulk. They could not attend this one and asked me at the last minute, would you please step in for us? You don't have to pay for the event. Just, I need somebody there. So we said, sure.
Yes,
well,
with high expectations.
Yeah. We brought tons of product.
And we brought it all home.
Because they said they had 200,000 people estimated walking through those doors, and there ended up being 2,000. Not 200,000, 2,000.
That's all?
So,
okay.
So, yeah, so there, if anytime they want a lot of money, you want to kind of do a little look into it maybe, and even ask some other people that, tell them you need references.
The best way to find good shows is to ask other vendors where you're at.
Absolutely, absolutely. And in fact, we've been to a few shows where we will go. We won't be a vendor yet, and we will walk around and ask people about it.
Yes.
Even the vendors that are working, because that day that they're working the event, they are so honest. People aren't going to hold anything back. They're either going to say it's been fantastic, or they're going to tell you this thing has sucked.
Yes.
So they're
So go to these events and ask people.
Yeah.
Or while you're at an event, ask other vendors.
Right. Absolutely.
Because if it sucks, they're not going to lie to you.
And if you've got if you've got something that much, you can ask the people that are putting it together if they could give you a list of references that you could contact just that have done this event in the past, so that you can get an idea.
Or get their list of people, because they will give you their people to go.
Well, but nah, I would still, if you shuffle through 3 to 5 people, you'd be okay. My daughter-in-law says I glow when I talk about Pink Zebra. I don't doubt that at all. It's kind of such a cool company that we work for, and there's so many awesome things about it. So, bridal show asks about it's $1,800. No, thanks. Thank you for the info. Now, bridal shows are very expensive because they're a very unique target market. If you can find one that will let you come in a lot less expensive than the other people, and explaining to them that your product, the price point is a much lower price point, because our cute little Mr. and Mrs. Candle holders and things like that. And I know Paula Luca has done some really pretty setups with the wedding bridal things, and there's probably a bunch of others that have as well. I'm sure Deborah's probably done some. So, it's worth telling them that, we just have a lower price point. So if you're willing to work with us on that price, we'd love to be at the event, but we can't do it for $800. Most of the people that do an event that work in the bridal industry, everything they do is expensive. So they can do $1,800 and it's not a problem.
So you're saying call these people and negotiate your price with them?
Absolutely.
You would do that, honey?
For a bridal event, I would. Not just any event, but a bridal event, I absolutely would. Well, first you got to make sure that there's not a competitor of ours there, because if there are and they're paying for it, then no, don't do that. But if they don't have something like that, then absolutely. Or attend one of those events and then find out who it is that's doing it. And if you don't see anybody else around there with what we have, I would absolutely call them and say, at some point I want to show you what we've got. Again, it's a much smaller price point, but it's something that might work in your show. But I just can't, because of our price point, I can't do the $800 or $1,800 or whatever it is. Can we work on that? Absolutely, you negotiate with people like that, for sure.
Huh, I didn't know you was a negotiator.
For real.
For real.
Hey, that's all I did for 20-something years was negotiate contracts. Oh well. You didn't know that?
No, I knew that, but I didn't know you would negotiate prices when someone tells you.
Yes, I will negotiate prices. I will not, however.
I did not know that.
I will not,
I've never seen
however.
this happen.
Okay, wait. I know what he's talking about. I'm not going to go into a jewelry store and tell the guy, well, I don't know. I'm not going to do that.
$18,000. You don't think you can take 12, take a, instead of a $16,000 profit,
No.
only a $10,000 profit? Something that they're killing you on?
What was that about looking at your phones, Duane? I love how Bonnie calls you out. I love that. Love that.
I was just saying anybody's paying attention.
Yeah. Deborah says, I have a friend who does this big show, Holiday Happening. She said just off that show, she makes enough money to live on. Whoa. Holy cow. Wow. I do the wedding show for half. See?
Wow.
Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you, Deborah.
And I'm unable to pay $80 to put my samples in a brochure in the bride's bags. That's awesome.
Wow.
See, you can always, again, it's the art of negotiation. But it's our price point too, and we have a strong argument with that, and it's great. I mean, it works in our favor, and it works in their favor to do it with us because we have such cute little things. So, does she pay full price for a new car? Shh.
Let's not even go there.
If they add extras, then yeah, usually. No, not completely. Actually, it's not the new car that I get ripped off on. It's the trade-in.
It's the whole process. Honey.
Yeah, it's just not pretty, Cindy. It's not pretty.
When her eyes light up like this, all they got to do is just reel her in. She's
and
we're buying that car no matter what they say.
You're one to talk. All he had to do was pull that truck. If we weren't even buying a second truck.
I says, honey, can we get this? And you said yes. It's all but I just have to get the approval.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, I would love to see your wedding samples, Deborah. I would love to. I knew you did some really cool stuff with that. So anyway, it's almost 7 o'clock. I'm glad we were able to connect a little bit tonight, and thank you guys for asking some questions, and all that helps. It definitely helps. This is our season.
But this is fall festival season.
Yeah,
fall
we've got
shows.
so
a lot of stuff is happening the next couple, 3-4 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Busy.
Rally. Okay, so somebody asked, I think I saw it, maybe, I don't know where I saw it. I didn't have a chance to answer it.
Right?
It's October 7th. But somebody asked, how many guests can we bring? And I wanted to answer, but I couldn't because I was driving, or I was about to be driving. And anyway, but the answer is bring as many guests as you can possibly. Anybody that wants to come, as long as we are not sold out at the venue, bring them. Because that's just people that may join your team. So, as you guys know, the way that the career plans are in direct sales is as you build your team, that is what helps you to promote to new levels and to earn additional income.
Bonnie loves me too.
April's coming over tomorrow. Oh, good. Duane too. So anyway, but yeah, so if you can recruit, that's always good. You can recruit from these vendor events, from the rallies, bring some guests to the rallies and let everybody else do the work for you. Just bring them with you.
Do we have all the dates and all the places?
No, not yet. They're still working on it. With the hurricane last week, it kind of slowed the process down. But we do know it's October 7th. So. Okay, wine. Somebody posted just the other day, and I made a copy of it because it sounded like a really good idea. Hang on. You may have already seen this. It was cranberry chutney and sangria. She said it smelled like real-life wine, and then you could also add black cherry. And then it was like a cherry wine. So anyway, maybe that'll help. Okay, that's it, guys. It is 7:01. So we're going to plan on doing this once a month. We'll do it on the first Tuesday of every month, and we will we'll holler at you if we are going to come in between and do it on any Tuesday nights. But otherwise, we'll just pop in Facebook Live and say hello when we can. So it's a busy season. So I hope you guys have a fabulous week. And let's really rock this fundraiser. Try to get as much going there as we can. And let me know if there's anything you want to really talk about and hone in on for our next training. Because when I have ideas of what y'all want to learn, that makes it even easier for me to go digging and seeing what all I've got. Because I've got some great resources. I just need to know what y'all are interested in needing to learn at the time. So. Oh, we'll miss you too, but we'll stay definitely in connection for sure, and it'll just be till through the year, for the next few months anyway, just because of the way everything's rolling out. Angela, need to pick your brain. Okay, yeah, I don't know if she's still on, but definitely send her a message. So thank you, Lisa. It's a pleasure. You have a happy birthday, Linda, and we will we'll talk to you soon. And we may decide, if we've got a Tuesday night free, we may just decide to pop on, so we'll let you know if we do.
Yeah, right now I was about to do something a while ago, and she reminded me it was Tuesday.
Yeah,
so
it's just a lot going on, so.
Yeah.
That's okay, though. We love you guys.
Love you guys. You too, Bonnie.
You're so mean. We do love you, Bonnie. Happy birthday, Linda. Okay, see ya.